Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and salam sejahtera. So in this for today's video, we will learn about the IUPAC name of alcohol. Before we go to the IUPAC name of alcohol, we need to know that that our alcohol is consists of two types of alcohol, which is the first one is aliphatic alcohol, the second one is aromatic alcohol. So what is aliphatic alcohol? So aliphatic alcohol can be divided into two, acyclic and cyclic. For acyclic aliphatic alcohol, our hydroxyl group is attached to open carbon chain, okay, open carbon chain. And for cyclic aliphatic alcohol, it is our hydroxyl group is attached to the closed carbon chain. And then for aromatic alcohol, our hydroxyl group is directly attached to our aromatic ring, which is what we call as phenol in our previous chapter. Next, we go to the classification of alcohol. We have three types of class of alcohol. The first one is primary alcohol, second, secondary alcohol, third, tertiary alcohol. So how do we classify the alcohol? We will look at the alpha carbon. So for primary alcohol, our alpha carbon will attach to only one group of alkyl. Okay, one group of alkyl, one carbon only. And then for secondary alcohol, our alpha carbon here, alpha carbon is the carbon that attached to the functional group OH. So that is our alpha carbon. So for secondary alcohol, our alpha carbon is attached to two carbon atom. Okay, for tertiary alcohol, this alpha carbon will attach to 3 carbon atoms. Okay, so for the IUPAC name, first, as usual, we need to identify the longest continuous carbon chain that containing the functional group. So our functional group is OH. So and then we number the longest chain starting at the end nearest to the hydroxyl group. And then to name the alcohol, we need to drop the final E from the name of alkane, and then we add the suffix or L. And then we identify the substituent group and their position, and the substituent are arranged in alphabetical order. So same as we name, how do we name the alkane and alkene in our previous chapter. Okay, we look at this example. So in this example, how many carbon in parent chain? Okay, there are 4 carbon in parent chain. Okay, starting, where is our first carbon? Our first carbon is the carbon that is nearer to our functional group, which is OH. So this is our first carbon. So this is the first carbon, second, third, and fourth. So we have 4 carbon in longest chain. And then we have one substituent, which is methyl. So our parent is 1 butanol. 1 is the location of our hydroxyl group at carbon 1. So 1 butanol. Butanol means we have 4 carbon in longest chain. And then our substituent is methyl, which is at carbon 3. Okay, at carbon 3 we have methyl. So the name is 3-methyl 1-butanol. Okay, how about the second example? So we have cyclic compound. So we know that our functional group will become the parent. So this is our parent. So the carbon first is carbon that attached to the functional group. So this is our first carbon. And then this one is second, third, fourth, and fifth. Why this one is second? Because this one is chloro and this one is methyl. So chloro will come first before methyl. So chloro will get the lowest number. Okay, in alphabetical order. So our parent is cyclopentanol. No need to put the position of hydroxyl group because hydroxyl group is always at carbon first in cyclic compound. So the parent is cyclopentanol, and then we have two substituent, which is 2-chloro and 5-methyl. 2-chloro and 5-methyl. So the answer is, the name is 2-chloro 5-methyl cyclopentanol. Okay, and then we go to the next one. If our molecule contain more than one functional group, so the priority will be given to the functional group used in the naming organic compound with more than one type of functional group. Okay, so we will look at the table of priority. So functional group with higher priority is assigned as parent, and lower number is given to the carbon that bonded to that functional group. So for example, for this one, we have hydroxyl group and alkenes. So when we compare between alcohol and alkenes, okay, between alcohol and alkene, so alcohol will get higher priority to become parent. So our carbon chain must number nearer to the OH group. So this is our first carbon. So this is the first carbon, second, third, fourth, and fifth. So we have 5 carbon in parent chain. So the name is 4-pentanol. Okay, why 4? Okay, the number 4 here is the position of double bond. So our carbon-carbon double bond is at carbon number 4. So for pentanol, not pentanol. So why pentanol? Because we have carbon-carbon double bond. So we will change the name from pentane to pentene. Okay, pentanol means that in the molecule has carbon-carbon double bond, and then 2-ol. So what is 2 here? 2 is the location of hydroxyl group, which is at carbon number 2, and then OL. Okay, so for pentane 2-ol. So 2 ni untuk hydroxyl, 4 ni untuk carbon-carbon double bond. And then we change the name pentane 2-ol. Okay, so how about this one? So this one, same, we have hydroxyl group, and then we have alkene. So between hydroxyl and alkene, hydroxyl will act as our parent. So the carbon first is there. So this one is the first carbon, this one is second, third, fourth, 5, 6. So we have 6 cyclic, so cyclohexane. So for this one, the name is 3-bromo. 3-bromo means the location of bromine is at carbon 3, and 2 here is the location of carbon-carbon double bond, 2-cyclohexenol. Okay, 2-cyclohexenol. 3-bromo, 2-cyclohexenol. No need to put the position of the of hydroxyl group. Okay, so 3-bromo to hexenol. And then when there are 2 or more hydroxyl group present, the name ends with diol, triol, and so on. So for example, this compound has 2 hydroxyl group. So means that the name is propane 1,2,1,2-diol. Okay, diol means there are 2 hydroxyl group in the molecule. So for this one, we have 3 hydroxyl group, means that the name is propane 1,2,3-triol. Means that the location of hydroxy is at carbon 1, carbon 2, and carbon 3. So propane 1,2,3-triol. So I think that's all for today. So I hope this video will help you to answer all of my questions. So selamat mencuba. Assalamualaikum.